Hello and welcome to Returnal. We've never played this game. Returnal is intended to be a challenging experience. Each new cycle presents new challenges, rewards, and changes to the world. Adapt and persevere to progress further. When you die or close Returnal, you will always be returned to the crash site, and all non-permanent progression will be lost. You can suspend your cycle by using the console's rest mode functionality. Passing a debris cloud. Approach forbidden, tracing signal white shadow. The heterochromia. Well, that was a fairly gentle crash land, considering what it could have been, I suppose.
Astra, this is Celine. I've crashed on Atropos. I survived, but Helios did not. Suit status, operational, but my sidearm is missing. I'm leaving comms open.
Yeah. Gotta fix that. Much better. Okay. Yes, I'm one of those heathens. Okay, that's just a little jump. Can't do it for any longer than that, it seems. And it seems we cannot get on top of our ship. Bit of our engine, or something like that. I'm not sure of all of the parts on that ship, so I can't really speak to that being our engine. Air intake, maybe? I don't know. Since I obviously don't know, I should probably stop trying to guess what it is. And Atropos is always a encouraging name. That was one of the fates in Greek mythology, specifically the one that would cut the thread of life at the end of someone's life.
Abandoning Helios. Heading towards White Shadow broadcast.
Investigate signal source. Locate the White Shadow broadcast. I should probably look around a little bit at what I'm jumping around. Forest with a lot of dark-looking chasms.
This forest contains extensive ruins of a xenotype civilization. Ancient walls, foundations, and statues.
Yes, it does. And more statues. You point at anything? I don't know. Doesn't seem to. What have we here?
Scout log. Atropos. I have found a deceased Astra Scout here. Checking identification on helmet. It's...
Celine. That's us. Well, they have a gun there. We should take that. But why is there
my sidearm.
another of us?
Continuing towards the signal's origin.
Weapon use. Hold L2 halfway down to focus aim. SR2 to fire. So fairly standard. The halfway being the only unusual bit. Wait, what's this? Obolite powers xenotech devices. And triangle to pick up. New databank entry. Obolite. Obolite, previously unknown radioactive mineral with a crystalline structure and a golden glow. After separating the material from any unknown error, can be auto-gathered by the suit's resource tank. The radiation signatures on the local structures indicate that this has been the primary energy source for the sentient civilization, so it is highly likely that the collected minerals can be used to power dormant xenotype machinery. Additional data needed for further analysis. Classification: radioactive mineral, primary use powering devices, risk factor low. Research progress 1%. Modified sidearm, SDM8. Classification: weapon, database entry or error. Materials: steel alloy, carbon fiber composite, and unknown error. Type: long to short range, semi-auto. Sidearm, self-defense Mark 8, manufactured by Astratech. A compact long-range weapon, easy to clean, maintains functionality in low atmosphere and zero grav. Ammunition drawn from the self-charging energy cell. Avoid excessive firing to prevent overheating. Use only in self-defense and do not transfer to untrained personnel. Warning, this device has been tampered with by unauthorized personnel, detecting unknown air substances and or materials. Additional data needed for further analysis. Research progress 4%. So consumables and modified sidearm, no artifacts. All right. Let's see what we can do then. Suit computer. Press the touchpad to access your suit computer. Use to view map status, equipment, and databank. Undiscovered item. Preliminary analysis. Safe to approach. Potentially beneficial. Hold triangle to scan. Large sulfium. Repairs major damage to integrity. Large sulfium gained, and databank. Sulfium. A xenofungus with unusually strong and flexible fibers that are suitable for repairing damage to integrity. The fruit bodies are green and feature small antenna-like extrusions and deep funnels, both of which are luminescent, potentially for the purpose of corrupted data. As the fruit bodies reproduce by fragmentation, they create strong web-like strands between them. Molecular analysis indicates it has an earthy anise flavor and a scent similar to certain cultivated mosses. Culture samples requested by automated response Astra Chem. Additional data needed for further analysis. Research progress 2%. Classification fungus. Primary use suit repair. Risk factor low. Right then, let's keep exploring. And I imagine there's probably not that much important in these first few rooms. That's to teach us how to do stuff. Locked gate, a xenotech gate, secured with a lock mechanism. Requires a key. That's unnerving. That seems non-threatening. Or non-dangerous. Well, I expect these things to be dangerous then. Kinda like a little bullet hell. Adrenaline levels. View tutorial. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Hostiles. Kerberon. Medium-sized quadruped with a lizard-like torso and head, but with feet and mane made of long tentacle-like limbs. The tentacles are unusually flexible and strong, able to bunch together to support the creature's weight as it moves. The longer main tentacles are most likely used for sensing environment and for threat displays. As the blue luminescence it emits intensifies just as it is about to attack. The creature attacks mainly with unknown reference energy. It spits from its mouth, but can also leap at the target at close range. Additional data needed for further analysis. Research progress 4%. Kills 3. Killed by 0. Classification fauna. Designation Kerberon. Species Crinosaurus kerberonia. How do I view the tutorial on what button is it asking me to hit? That button? Okay. Adrenaline tutorials. Your adrenaline level is raised for every 3 hostiles you eliminate, up to a maximum adrenaline level of 5. Upon taking any damage, however, your adrenaline level is reset. Each level provides a unique effect which stacks with each other. Okay. Do you not tell me what these levels do? I suppose not. Undiscovered item. Recording scout log. Astra MK12 data drive containing audio recording.
Recorded log found.
New databank entry.
Added to databank.
Planet Atropos.
Playing back now. Scout log. Atropos.
Hey, it's me.
Elapsed time, 30 minutes since last crash. Whole areas of this forest are rearranging themselves like a fluid puzzle after each of my... Whenever I return, per Astra protocol, I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. If you're hearing this, you are stuck here too.
Okay.
I don't remember recording that.
So we're losing our memory as we go through these cycles. Sulfium resin. Fills one slot towards max integrity upgrade. Resin. A sulfium that has undergone unknown reference. The resin form seems to be the end result of sudden and explosive excretion of a sap-like substance from the fruiting body. The sap hardens fast when exposed to air, creating crystalline structures. This hardened substance is still malleable and exceedingly suitable for improving the suit's max integrity. What causes a specimen to undergo this transformation is so far unknown. Additional data needed for further analysis. Research progress 2%. Classification, fungal extract. Primary use, max integrity, improvement, risk factor, low. And then that just gives us a text of our scout log. Is there anything else in the databank that we didn't? Doesn't look like it. Oh. Didn't know I could do that. Okay. Good to know. Can I jump and do that? Yes, I can. Okay, so that's just my suit picking up the stuff we discovered before. What have we here? Atropian key. Opens secure gates and containers. Atropian key. A xenotype technology consisting of a triangular metallic wedge with a hologram sphere, encoded with data similar to an access code. Energy signature indicates that it is used to open locked gates and containers. Despite the sturdiness of the materials, the object is programmed to parsing air itself upon use for some unknown reason. Additional data needed for further analysis. Classification, system access device. Primary use, opening gates and containers. Risk factor, low. Well, so I guess it's back to that locked gate. Insert key. And then, of course, our key is gone, so... Dash. Press to dash, hold for a longer dash. Use dash while in midair to perform long jumps. While dashing, you are invulnerable to hazards and most enemy attacks. Dash. Okay. Yeah, that just tells me the same thing. Can also be use dash to escape if a hostile has grabbed you. So that's saying, use the dash to go through the gates. Got it. Oh. And that was not a way we were supposed to go. Good to know. Nope. Yep, not a way we were supposed to go either. Death from misadventure. Smells sulfium. Yeah, probably not supposed to go that way.
Security system encountered.
Not a very effective one. If we can just get through it by dashing. Any more critters? Yes. Ah! Enhanced overload. Adrenaline level 1. Well, and if we didn't fall off a cliff, we may have gotten it up to level 2. But we did fall off a cliff. Potentially beneficial. Malignant key. Opens secured gateways and containers, but is infected with malignancy. Malfunction probability. Low. Malignant items. Malignant items have a chance of causing malfunctions. Malfunctions have negative effects, or can... I didn't get to read that last bit. Lose Ubalites when suffering damage. Malfunctions are negative effects gained from malignant items or parasites. Remove the malfunction by completing the task on the left side of the screen. Use consumables, too. Not sure we have any consumables. And I don't know, that doesn't seem like the worst effect. But then again, I've not found anywhere where I can spend my Ubalites, so maybe that is more detrimental than I realize. What have we here? A giant sphere.
I've discovered piled corpses of a xenotype species. Likely the architects of these ruins. These could be the sentients that broadcast the white shadow signal.
Yes. So what will we do? Keep moving onward, I guess. Scout log.
It is impossible to escape. I have tried everything. I'm always brought back by... There is a moment between death and rebirth when tentacles drag me down, screaming, drowning, returning.
Tentacles. That's always fun. Now, are they just the normal eviscerating tentacles, or...
Encountered hostile predator.
Ah! Ow. Oh. Got my ass handed to me by that one. Those are tentacles. And a house. Returnal. Eternal return.
Helios! Astra, this is Celine. I survived the... Can you hear me? I'm in my ship. Suit status operational and... I've already experienced this before.
Ship terminals. Helios has 2 terminals to use, the main terminal and the challenge terminal. The main terminal can be used to view your overall statistics and the ship log information. The challenge terminal can be used to access the daily challenge, where you can compete against other scouts once it's unlocked. Overview and ship log. So this is the main terminal. Depths 1, areas explored 11, hostiles eliminated 7, max adrenaline reached 0. Successful overload 0. Malfunctions 1, parasites 0. Mobilites collected 155, malfunctions 1. Okay, so unidentified item in cargo bay, removal recommended. Something percent to finish repairs, sent for too long, and the total suit usage is 0 hour or 0 days, 0 hours, 58 minutes, 1 second. Databank matrix. Ship log. Astra Command Priority Directive. Warning, communication block intrusion detected. Celine Vassos, you are hereby ordered to return abort current Fisher 2651 Atropos and its scout ship designation Helios. Not been further planetary study required prior to exploration. Your immediate, including acknowledgement, and immediate and permanent, whereas neglecting, despite previous, willful and blatant, is not. Communication block restored. So we were blocking communications from Astra Command purposely, is what I'm taking from that. White Shadow signal. Force start override log opened. Emily Sanser has started a conversation. Celine Vassos has joined. Cecilia Kara Scott has joined. EM. Something major happened. SV. Is this another emergency drill? I'm still in maintenance. And weird text. Do you see the white shadow? CC. Where's this coming from? The void we're crossing. Where's this coming from? The void we're crossing has 0 galaxies. EM. Remember when we were diverted? I think this was the reason. EM. Which definitely explains why the upper echelon was so evasive. SV. This is a clear message, maybe a distress signal. We have to go. CC. Atropos has been marked. Approach forbidden. We wait for clearance. SV. I know this. I've heard this before. It's hard to explain. EM. You know this message. What do you mean? Celine. Protocol and regulations. Scout division. Data file defragmented. Astro Protocol. 1. Safety precautions. Conduct missions within safe practice guidelines to ensure maximum chance of survivability. 2. Unintended communication. Maintain constant contact with team or handler immediately prior to a mission until its completion. 3. Freedom of choice. Achieve objectives through the best means possible, altering mission plans as necessary due to conditions in the field. Scout regulations. 1. Threat assessment. Identify and avoid dangers, subdue if necessary. 2. Environment analysis. Identify safe areas and resources, utilizing as needed. 3. Information retrieval. Survive at any cost or ensure successful data transmission. In times of crisis, evac protocol supersedes all other protocol and regulations currently in effect regardless of mission status or overseer directives. Celine Vassos, personnel file. Data file defragmented. Astra Command employee record number 0971595. Name Celine Vassos. Department Astra Survey. Primary role Reconnaissance Scout. Proficiencies First Encounter. Data Analysis. Field Repair. Weapons Testing. Notes Psychological Profile Flagged. Heterochromia. Trauma Induced. Current Mission List. Jaeger 675 Olympic Volcanic Vents. FQ 212 Fossilized Gas Giant. EH 652 Mons Timor Peak Ascent. RNA 883 Aurora Blasted Plains. Ambrose 415 Crater Site. Kepler 138 Petrified Forests. Flight over NL 604 Maelstrom. Salvage of VB wreckage. Alright. Well, there's a hole in our ship. There's a bed. Does sleeping here do anything for us? Well, there's that fleshy orb we encountered. Interesting. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So nothing new there. Guess we go out the hole in our ship. The cycle. Every time you die, you are returned to the crash site without the weapons, artifacts, and resources collected in the last cycle. Your databank entries and permanent equipment survive from cycle to cycle. Use these permanent items to explore new areas and utilize shortcuts. Helios. Astra Scout Ship designated Helios. Status unrecoverable. Warning, Helios abandoned.
Wasn't like this before.
Sulfium resin. Direct. Oh, getting into the fights quickly here. Nope. Adrenaline level 1. Enhanced Overlord. Oh, I thought that the red was something bad happening to us. Fortunately, it was not. So we need to avoid getting hit. Oh. Or apparently going into water. Okay. Of course, right when I say that. Something gonna pop out and get us. Atropian weapon charger. Grants alt fire mode to weapons. Press L2 halfway down. Press all the way down for alt fire.
Highly effective.
Interesting. And is there a recharge on that? Evidently. Okay, so... Okay, so that's the So down by my health bar, that's the recharging. It also gives me a sound cue, and yeah. And physical shake when it's fully recharged. Good to know. If we're dodging, do we really need to wait for those? Because wouldn't it be that we're probably invincible against those? So one more of those and we get a integrity upgrade. Locked container, so no keys. So it did mark it on our map. That's useful. Yep. Well, I didn't mean to use the alt fire, but it seemed to work out okay for us. Adrenaline level 1 enhanced overload. Right, because we got damaged before. Okay. I think that might be all of them. Large resin. Suit integrity increased. Atropian key. Adrenaline level 2, enhanced vision. Oh. Atropian turret. Let's see. Atropian turret, a stationary gun turret presumably used as defense against native fauna and unknown reference. Lies waiting in a compacted state until it detects a threat in its vicinity. The turret rotates freely, both horizontally and vertically, and can fire projectiles similar to the fauna. Some models can generate a force field that block fast-moving objects. The only method of circumventing this is to use slower close-range attack. Additional data needed for further analysis. Kills 1, killed by 0. Classification machine stationary. Designation Atropian turret. Species not applicable. Malignant key, a xenotype key consisting of a triangular metallic wedge with a hologram sphere encoded with data similar to an access code. Affected by malignancy, picking up this item carries risk of suit malfunctions, so caution is advised. While this seems to have no other detriments to the item's functionality, this proves that even complex manufactured items can be affected by this phenomenon. Could this have something to do with missing reference of the sentient civilization? Additional data needed for further analysis. So, Ricochet. Eternal Void. It is impossible to escape. Okay, right. We listened to that already. A blue triangle. What do we suppose that means? Okay. What's that? Didn't seem to actually do anything to us. Okay. Damaged fabricator. A damaged xenotech device fabricates a random item in exchange for an increasing amount of oobolites. Insufficient oobolites. Yep. So as our stuff is increasing, it seems like the extra little bullet is coming out as well. What do we have here? Gun.
Acquired a xenotype weapon, similar to our carbine technology.
Weapon stats and traits. Unlock new weapon traits and stats with proficiency. Gain proficiency by eliminating hostiles. Each weapon you discover has 3 properties: alt fire, stats, and traits. Alt fire is an alternating firing mechanism that recharges over time. Stats affect the weapon's power and other attributes that are unique for each weapon, while traits can be modified or add new behaviors to it. Many traits start as locked, but you can unlock them with continuous use of the weapon. Your proficiency level affects how high the stats can be on the weapons you find. Alt fire. All weapons have 2 ways of firing: normal and alt fire, which is more powerful but recharges slower. Yep. Malfunctions and overload. Yep, we figured all of that out. Dynamic equipment. Tachyomatic carbine. Armor piercing. Classification weapon, xenotype technology, materials graphite, iridium, and database mismatch. Type long to short range, full auto. A long-range weapon of sentient make. Despite the exposed and open design of the weapon, it seems markedly resistant to damage or jamming, despite the high particulate matter present in the atmosphere, indicating a possibility for self-maintaining materials. The weapon has a high rate of fire enabled by the unique combination of its mechanism and the projectiles. It utilizes electromagnetic fields to accelerate small, parsing air projectiles to high speeds, although where these come from is unclear at the moment. Additional data needed for further analysis. Okay, so we can hold that for a little bit. Inert device. A xenotech device requires something to activate it. Xenotech. What's this?
Discovered a massive wall beyond
Broken
which is the
tripod.
white shadow signal. I can't cross the chasm. For now, I'll change objectives and investigate the energy reading in the forest.
Okay. What did we just blow up? Broken tripod. The ground-based machine with 3 legs and 2 arm-like cannons, which are now defunct. The tripod shares similar structure and technology as the turrets, but due to the more exposed and mobile structure, it seems to have been more corrupted by database mismatch. Additional data needed for further analysis. Scout log.
Scout log, Atropos. Who triggered the broadcast? Do you see
Let's
the
not
white
fall down.
shadow is something only I should know? And now, out of literally nowhere, I'm hearing it again. need to believe there are answers at the signal.
Interesting. So what are we hiding from ourselves, essentially? Another suit signal detected. Unknown suit. Ah! There's all sorts of stuff coming, huh? Ooh, that increases proficiency, right? That's kinda cool. Adrenaline spike. Ubelites plus 50%. Potentially beneficial. Alright, looks like one more. Maybe. Did we get your attention? It would seem we did. Permanent weapon trait. Unlock trait 1, armor piercing. Known suit signal, potential to trace the last movements of another scout.
I've encountered our black box technology holograms. They're showing my last moments.
With a sword. Undiscovered item, preliminary analysis, safe to approach, potentially beneficial. Shield vial. Creates a shield against the next hit. Why not? Consumables.
I think this will prove a useful tool.
L1, press to use. Consumables are single-use items with unique effects. You can carry multiple copies of the same consumable. Access your equipment to learn more about your collected consumables. Oop. That was what we wanted. Did it make equipment? Shield vial. A portable xenotype vial full of a lime-colored liquid. When used, the vial breaks, coating the user in the liquid, which immediately hardens into a sturdy yet brittle surface. This barrier can protect the user from the next incoming damage, even if this would mean unknown reference. Additional data needed for further analysis. Tool, xenotype technology, aluminum, iridium, and unknown reference. Defense barrier. And, of course, the scout logs. That didn't seem to have a time limit on it that was specified. So, deceased scout, Astrosat. Scout deceased flagged for retrieval. Online Moreno 0211. Died 2021, 8/27, cause of death. Fatal close range impact. Scavenge. -3 ether. Avenge. 4 ether. Oh. Ah! Ah! Well, we didn't lose our adrenaline there. There we did. Yeah. Suit malfunction. Ether. Ether is a mysterious resource that is tapped on death. Gain ether by interacting with deceased scouts and completing daily challenges on the ship. You can also use ether to cleanse something. Undiscovered item. Sulfium vial repairs a minor amount of integrity. And a sidearm. So 2-star. Has bonus damage. Homing missiles. I think we're just gonna hold on to this weapon. I don't know if that's the right decision, but that's what we're gonna go with. Sulfium resin. Oobalite chunk. Contains large amount of oobalites. Xenotech required. Okay, so we can't do anything there. Ah! Right. Okay. Sulfium. Broken calibrator. Grants a small amount of weapon proficiency. Malformed Kerberonics. While otherwise similar to the Kerberonic species, the malformed variants are displaying unknown reference on a molecular level. Unknown if it is the cause or just highly comorbid with the heavy prevalence of tumors containing either fungal growths or mineral deposits. All of these factors should make it unlikely for the organism to survive. Additional data needed for further analysis. Fauna, malformed Kerberonics, CK Nixosteris. Calibrator, a xenotype technology that has the capacity to imprint data directly into the user's nervous system. These imprints seem largely for the use of weapons and unknown reference, implying a need to instantly train many units simultaneously. The items adapt to human physiology without any immediate detectable side effects, making this a very interesting technology for further research. Additional data needed for further analysis. Classification, neural imprint, primary use increasing proficiency, risk factor low. Tropian weapon charger, a xenotech module that enables the use of alt fire on equipped weaponry. Warning, object has embedded itself into unknown air systems and disengaging it is impossible without complete system shutdown. Delightful. Sulfium vial. Portable xenotype vial containing unknown reference with capacity to slightly repair suits integrity. Additional data needed for further analysis. Tool, xenotype technology, aluminum, iridium, and unknown reference support repairs. We'll use that now just to... Did that give me something? Scout log.
I have interacted with other versions of myself. But I worry one day I will re-experience these same interactions from their perspectives. But are they truly me? Or just hollowed corpses? This may be the face of things to come.
Interesting. Inert device. Okay, requires something to activate it. Alright. Need to remember to dodge. In combat, I just kind of stand there, usually. Oh. Oh, that wasn't hurting me, that was... Ah! There we got hit. And hit again. Oh, we need to get close to them to pick up the ooblites, huh? Because they disappear rapidly. Sulfion. Get us back up to full health. Malignant ooblite chunk. We require xenotech for that, otherwise I probably would pick that up. Probably don't want to get up to the mouth, huh? Suit integrity increased. How do we get over to you? Ah. Yeah, that's not working. Ah! Broken calibrator. A small amount of weapon proficiency. Now those get used right away, it seems.
Discovered xenotype technology on the corpse of a sentient. Scan is indicating potential for suit augmentation. Appears safe to repurpose.
Yeah, so we just stick it on our back.
System
Great.
integration complete. Performing a function test to confirm.
Translocators. Your suit can now use translocators to teleport. Translocators are devices that allow you to teleport within a biome. Proximity translocators have a set destination, while regular ones allow you to select your destination from all the other active translocators. Hermetic transmitter, a xenotype module that transmits parsing error, allowing user to access translocator devices Warning, object has embedded itself into linked systems, and disengaging it is impossible without complete system shutdown. Classification Module Xenotype Technology. Primary use area access, risk factor low, research completed. Well, alright then.
Confirmed. Point-to-point teleportation. Location exit seems fixed.
Seems like it'll be useful. What is this? Unknown device. Preliminary analysis safe to approach. Reconstructor. A xenotech device for accurate reconstruction of complex entities per environment. 6 ether. We have 4. No translocators activated. Still want to know how to get up top there. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Yeah. I'm gonna call that one a lost cause for the moment. Maybe something later can, well, we can try this out. Oh! Ah! Nope. Well, I fell. Ah! Oh, we can shoot without aiming. That's good to know. Malfunction removed. Ether. Permanent resource that interacts with other timelines and cleanses malignancy. So we have 5 now. Atropian key. Strixera. A winged entity with a large central mass that is almost completely devoid of bone structure. The most prominent part of the mass is a blue luminescent sac containing several multi-purpose organs. It also has an abnormal, corrupted text comparison to its body size, possibly used as an intimidation tactic. Based on the structure of its wings, it should be physically unable to support its body weight. Attacks by spitting the same energy as Kerberons. But when multiple individuals are present, they can also create a directed beam attack. Additional data needed for further analysis. Fauna flying. Strixera, Harpies, Strixoptera. Ether, a purple-colored, previously undiscovered substance that has curious properties. Despite lack of any necessary structures for unknown error, maintaining a symbiotic relationship with its host. Once interacted with it, it adheres to the host's unknown error and maintains itself in a fixed position in relation to its host despite unknown error. It displays capacity to negate malignancy as well as power some xenotech devices, despite these devices lacking clear input for the substance. Additional data needed for further analysis. Classification, unknown error, primary use, unknown error, risk factor, low. Oop. Well. Where am I? Okay, let's go back up there. Okay, we grabbed everything from there. Let's try this one. Okay. So that one would let us travel to that, which would be interesting if we had enough ether to try and figure out what that did. But we do not. So onward we must go. It's that red one. Oh, that's the weapon. Oh, another translocator. I'm sure these would all activate if we had the ability to when we walked past them the first time. Yep. Well, we can try it. What do we have here? Ground Surge consumable. Creates a Xeno spike that impales the closest hostile. Hold L1 and use R to select the target manually. Might as well use these up. And what is this? Translocation sphere. Transports you to an unknown location. Oh. Interesting. Well. Oh. Xenophagus, a xenotype burial container of sentient, often contains valuable items. So quite a bit Ubalite. Obalite? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to say that. Shield vial. Interesting. And Sulfion vial. ground surge, a genotype device that impales the closest hostile with a ground-based, rapidly materializing spike. While this construct is dangerous enough to deal with to the target, it is also fragile enough to rapidly dissolve under Atropos' unique database mismatch. The device's targeting takes into account which way the user is facing, so it is not advised to be used when the target is outside of visual range. Additional data needed for further analysis. Often single target. All right. Not sure where I should be headed currently. I got some keys. I don't like the water. Oh, there's a chest around here. Down there. Fractal Nail Artifact grants plus 10% weapon damage while you have a malfunction. Why not pick it up? Yeah. Okay. So map says I went the wrong way. Well, let's find one of those teleporters. That does give us the obolite when we damage it. Interesting. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah. Kinda like dissolves us into a goo, and then just spits us out. So turn around and that way. Oh. So... Okay. Area scan. Press R3. Scan the area and reveal the exits. Use area scanning combination with your map to follow the main path to your objective.
Discovered xenotype technology that produces other devices.
Obolite repository. So, Device that exchanges ether and oobolites for one another. It seems poised to do something if not the oobolites are placed in cooperation with other scouts as encouraged. Fabricator. So enhanced calibrator, silphium vials, emergency stimulants at low integrity gain 15% weapon damage. Emergency repairs at low integrity, suit auto repairs itself slowly. Don't have enough for any of those. Maybe I shouldn't have messed around so much with random items. Unknown object, potentially beneficial. Xenoglyph.
Evidence of rudimentary xenotype language discovered.
Writings by the sentients.
Collecting resources to decipher this xenoglyph.
Find and collect xenoglyph ciphers to translate them. Alien writing. Xenoglyph cipher.
Fragment of the xenotype language.
Fragment of the language of the sentients. Collect to unlock further translation tiers in xenoglyphs.
Is this translating correctly? Severed brethren.
Translation accuracy. Agitated waters. Stop the endless cycle of. Interesting.
Detecting a strange energy reading. Setting a marker on my map.
Okay. We can't do anything with that, it seems. Ah! Ow. Oof. We're definitely taking damage. Silphium resin. Need 2 more to increase. Not sure what all of this information means, but it's information. Horn calibrator. Gain more proficiency with our carbine. Sulfium. See, we don't seem to be able to do anything about those. Obolites. So over that way. Something. Looks like it's just more obolites, but we'll take it. Currency is currency. Let's see what this is. Ah. Malignant resin fills one slot towards mixed integrity upgrade, but is infected with malignancy, malfunction probability high. We'll pick it up. While stationary, minus 75% weapon damage. Fabricate an item to get rid of it. Malignant resin. Let's pick it up. Suit integrity increased, and does not seem to have inflicted us with anything. Malignant Ubolite Chunk requires Xenotech. Okay. So we shouldn't stand still while we fight. Good, it says there's some. Oh, that's gonna be behind those vines. Undiscovered item. Spitmaw Blaster. Tracker Swarm. We'll try it out. So kind of a shotgun effect. Oh. Damn it. Alright, we were standing still for those other shots, weren't we? Okay, let's see. Okay, so that recharges it immediately if we get that correctly. Good to know. What have we here?
Encountered a small life form. Seems docile.
So you try and touch it? Of course.
Attached to my arm. Does not appear hostile. Somehow, it's strengthening and weakening my suit.
Brilliant. Parasites. Parasites have both beneficial and detrimental effects. Okay, parasite. Auto repairs while at low integrity. Reduces proficiency rate by 15%. That's kind of interesting. Kerberonics. Genetically near identical to Kerberons, but some seem to cause an individual to mutate, becoming larger, more damage resistant, and able to spit a higher amount of projectiles in one expulsion. Instead of the blue luminescence present in their smaller counterparts, the Kerberonics have gained an orange coloring, which does stand out more in its environment, making it a potential mating display. Currently classifying these as two separate subspecies, although it is unclear if they are able to crossbreed. mycomorph. Large fungus-like entity that incorporates biomatter from, reference unknown, in a tall humanoid shape. It can launch both similar substance projectiles as observed in other fauna in this environment, as well as its own spores, which stick to the target and slow its movement. It is especially dangerous when heavily damaged, as it will launch a desperate, heavy-hitting attack. While clearly a defensive behavior, so far there is no explanation as to how it can collapse and reform elsewhere in a matter of seconds. Spoiled resin. A resin that has become infected with a mold-like disease, making it potentially harmful for use in improving match integrity. It seems likely that the infection has set in before the fungus assumed the resin form, but it is interesting that this does not cause the infection to recede or halt. The nature of the infection seems to be one where it is able to devour the database mismatch itself. Malignant resin. A resin that has become contaminated by unknown error, causing it to glow purple and emit unknown reference aerosol. While this phenomenon, known as malignancy, is not directly obscuring the primary use of the specimen, it can cause a malfunction in the suit system through so far unknown means, as there is no difference between a healthy and malignant specimen, despite the clear visual difference between the two. Spitmaw Blaster. A bioengineered medium to short-range weapon based on some type of amphibian creature. Many of the organs seem to be redesigned or removed, yet the central nervous system remains intact, causing the weapon to unknown error and stop functioning when it reaches its functional capacity. The ammunition consists of pods that are able to pierce even metal and are coated with a highly acidic mucus, which can inflict further damage to the target. The maw is fairly wide in the design, causing the pods to spread widely, so short range is advised for maximum damage. Additional data needed for further analysis. Xenoglyph. A single character of a xenotype syllabary intrinsically implies self-awareness and non-existential parsing error. Despite the sophistication of the structures and machine present, the language and its writing mediums seem exceedingly based and primitive, as if this language was wholly separate from their capacity to create and think. Translocation sphere. Portable sphere consisting of database mismatch. When the object is activated, it contracts and squeezes the user through unknown error, relocating them to mapping error. This may be accompanied with feelings of nausea and vertigo. Additional data needed for further analysis. Artifacts. Fractal nail. An artifact of unknown origin, the shape of a split nail, teeth hair exposing a core of sightless observation. The artifact reacts to data corrupted, both to systemic revolutions and systemic purges. Energy from chaos is then spun into logic fault, creating entropy, bleeds and wounds and cuts and hurt in pain. Duplication error needed for further analysis. Xenoglyphs. Yep, and read that. Alright. Interesting. Well, we'll keep moving onward. So, teleporter. Another suit signal detected. Oh! Ow. Ah. We'll go with what we have already. Ether. Pick that up. Sounds like there's something around that doesn't like us. Yep. I'm still hearing stuff that I don't like the sound of. A red door. That's always a great sign. Yeah. Ah! Right, watch out for those. Noted. Adrenaline level 2, enhanced vision. Remember to dodge. Broken calibrator. And a Warren calibrator. That seems to want to be like a bridge that extends or something. Oh! Whew. That was alarming. Oh, guess we gotta hurry around to get as much of that as we can when we fall through those. Good to know. Right. If there was some way to get those up. That'll do. So, slightly less bonus damage, but better range and stagger power. We'll try it. Are all of the healing items hidden? No. Okay. Well, let's see what this does. Summon another monster. Oh! Ah! That was different. What do we got? Anti-energy pulse. Releases an expanding burst of energy that turns hostile projectiles into bullets. That's fascinating. Unknown creature. Amnesic Fire Stinger. Increases speed and weapon damage by 25% for next 15 kills. Detaches afterwards. Eats a large amount of proficiency on detach. For now, we won't. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Oh, nothing good. Unknown device. Reclaimer. Xenotech device. Direction can damage integrity. Let's see what it does. Hopefully we don't kill ourselves. Bubbles. Unknown artifact. Visceral knot. 35% chance for hostiles to explode upon death. We will take it. Alright, let's play the floor as lava with that. We'll put in a key there. Malignant resin. Large sulfium. We'll take that. Interesting. Malignant resin. Sulfium resin. Malignant resin. Malignant resin. We could get suit integrity up, but I'm not sure that's gonna be beneficial if it gives us a ton of malfunctions currently. Ah. Nope. Ah, trying to get up there. Okay. Nope. Ah. Okay. Atropian key. Got it. Area in lockdown. Interesting. Ether. Ah! We are doing nothing to that thing. Ah. Is it healing itself? It is healing itself. I think. Or something else is healing it. That about right? Oh. Ah. Whew. All right. Ooh. Okay. That one went down easily. Good, good, good. Not sure I'm able to deal with that one. Permanent weapon trait. Wide Maw 1. Oh, it seems there is no longer in lockdown. Good to know. Trying to get our proficiency up. Enhanced vision. Let's go through that red gate, see what that was, since we're kind of at our... I think we're coming up on our limit here. No! That was their beam attack, I take it. Xenoglyph. Barred from Citadel for unforgivable taboo. Stop the call digging into our minds. Oh! Okay. Well, we were going to call this episode there. It's been a long one. And, yeah. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button.
Again.
And I hope you'll join us in the next episode.
They can't hear me.
No
I'm
kidding.
alone.
Yeah.